What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing today? My name is Mario Manuel. This is Adam Kimbrough to your right. We are live coming at y'all from Texas. From Texas, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got a Week 16 pick'ems for y'all. How y'all feeling today? How you doing, Adam? What's up, brother?
I am doing great, my friend. It's middle of the week. You know what that time is? It's football time. Starting tomorrow night, baby. We got a
Yeah.
Wednesday or Thursday night game. I think it's gonna be an amazing game, followed by a weekend of football and turn right back around, starting back up on Wednesday. I'm excited, man. It's a lot going on, a lot of stuff happening. Crucial time of the year.
Dude, we just had some pick'ems, or not pick'ems. I did a raffle on my channel, bro. We had also someone who played the pick'ems last week who won $100. That was Peter. So, Peter, congratulations, my friend. Congratulations to you. Why you keep sending me a crest? I'm trying to read. Oh, well, don't know, Myra. Hello, how's it going? How are you? Welcome. We're talking NFL football, and we are live right now. Okay, guys. So, what do you think, Adam? You want to get started? You want to get started with
Absolutely.
the first game of the week, bro?
First game, man. Yeah, absolutely. So, first game, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll. Thursday night game. Broncos taking on the Los Angeles Chargers, man. Bo
Bro.
Nix and company taking on Herbert.
Yeah, guys, that game is going to be crazy. Look, both of these teams are on the cusp of getting into the playoffs. They're both basically locked in too. So this is going to be an interesting one because this is for the 6th and 7th spot, and you may not think that that means anything, but that means quite a bit with who they're going to go up against during the playoffs, whether they're in 6th or 7th. That's the difference between playing the Buffalo Bills in round one
Mm-hmm.
or playing somebody else. You know, if you're sitting at that 7th spot and you got to go up against Buffalo, if you're the Chargers or the Broncos, you'd be nervous. So winning this game is going to be important. It's a divisional matchup, guys. I think both these teams should make the playoffs. Adam,
I
I
agree.
think
I think both teams should make playoffs. This is a tough game to pick. I mean, I've been on the fence about this game, thinking about it, trying to come up with my pick. What's the best option of this one? I like both teams. I mean, who has not been a Bo believer this season with the stuff the guy's done? And then on the other hand of the ball, you look at Harbaugh, coming out of college back into pro and taking a team that was a not a playoff caliber team. Hey, Lloyd, Broncos get it in the air, right? I think the Broncos defensively are a
bro, they're,
solid
they're,
team.
they're top. They're tops. Look,
They're
bro,
top, and then you got
100%.
another top defense with the Chargers. So
Also,
two great
yes, bro.
defensive teams.
Okay, that's my point exactly. This is the hardest pick of the week. It's Thursday night football.
Short week for these guys. They don't have the full time to prepare. So I think it makes it a little bit tricky.
It is tricky, man. I just, you know what? I don't like the way that the Chargers have been playing as of late. I think momentum has a lot to do with this game, and I think the Broncos have a little more momentum right now than the LA Chargers do.
I
Um,
agree.
they just stepped up on top of them right now. In defense, they're number one, they're best in the league in points scored against. So like they only allow less than 18 points per game. That is number one in the NFL, 17 points per game. That's again, literally tops. Opponent touchdowns per game, number one in the NFL there as well. Like, and when you look at the Chargers, okay, look, straight up, guys, I think this is more of a matchup in the two head coaches. This is a Sean Payton.
Peyton versus Harbaugh.
Yes, bro.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
classic, classic. These guys go back, man. They go back in time. So, who do you have? My opinion is defensively, both teams are solid defensively. Defenses will, I don't think, be an issue for either one of these teams. But offensively, I feel like the Chargers have been struggling a little bit lately. Broncos
Yeah.
haven't been. I think the
Yeah.
edge, my opinion right now, this moment in time, is Broncos will beat the Chargers
But
by
barely
three.
though, right though? But
By
like
three.
by barely though. I
Yeah.
think
The team with the best. Lloyd says the team with the best kicker. I agree, Lloyd. It's going to be a defensive battle. And in the NFL,
yo.
when you get a team like this defensively, you get them into the red zone, they get tougher.
Honestly, look, field goal conversions right now, Cameron Dicker is ranked second in the NFL. 93.55%. So, yeah, they're kicking. That's a great point. Who was that said that on your side, bro?
Lloyd.
Lloyd. That's
Lloyd
a
is
great
the man.
call out, man.
Yeah.
I also got someone over here saying that don't forget that Bo Nix is a rookie and the Chargers will attack him. So
they will. I agree with you 100%.
Yo, you know what we could start doing, Adam? Just out of the blue, and I'm thinking this out loud. What if we started just like sharing our chats under too? And we can see the chats in both areas and like, well, we could talk about that later. Anyways,
hey, we can do that. I can do that on my side too. We could do both of ours in mine as well. Absolutely,
right?
good idea.
Do something like that. I want everyone to be able to have these conversations. Hey, dude, you know what I mean? Like, let's join forces, man. Let's join forces. All right,
will.
Okay, so I'm with you. It breaks my heart to say this, but I think the Broncos will get this win. You guys agree? My group is split 50-50, guys. I asked the question exactly 3 minutes ago. So 3 minutes into this question, who will win this game? We've got a 50-50 split. Broncos-Chargers, 8-8. All right. Okay.
Well, Broncos, baby.
Ooh, and the edge goes to, it's bouncing around. It's a 50-50
come on.
split. I'm with you guys, man.
All right, we got Broncos in my chat, so come on, guys. Come on, Football Nation.
Chat, Broncos in this
Bronco
chat.
Nation. Let's go.
Let's ride. Okay, all right, I'm going to go with the Broncos. Although begrudgingly, it is a game in, SoFi, so.
Hey, anything's possible.
It's going to be a nasty game. It's going to be a very defensive game. Who will make the most mistakes? Will Bo Nix choke to these Chargers? Did they play already? There's so much to think. Yeah, I'll go over 42.5. I don't know. Chargers starting to pull ahead on my side. 21. Bolt up, says Blaine Thomas. Broncos, says Gary. All right. My group says 57. I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to type that in as official. Chat votes Chargers.
Chat votes Chargers.
Go. All right, let's move on, guys. Let's move on to the next one.
The next game up, ladies and gentlemen. This is a tough one. The Texans versus Chiefs.
All right, who will win this game? We're going to do exactly 5-minute windows. What do you think, bro?
Hey, chat, you keep us to that. We'll try our best. Kind of, you get in here and you get to talking, and the time just literally flies by. We have no clue what time it is. We don't even pay attention to the clock, how many viewers in the stream. We try to keep chat. So Mario and I, even though I have a wristwatch, I don't even pay attention to it when I get out here. So just to get to talking and forget. Time flies by. Literally flies by, man.
It really does, though, bro. It really does. Okay, so we'll start this poll now. Who will win this game, guys? We've got the Texans and the Chiefs, also in the AFC. They're both already in the playoffs. Well, the Texans, I don't believe that they have clinched just yet. Let me pull that up here. No, the Texans have. No, the Texans have. So the Texans are sitting fourth. They're 9-5. They have, I don't even know why I had to cut to that. I typed up notes for this, guys. I got notes. I got it here. So, look.
Overachiever, man. He's an overachiever. I didn't get to type mine up. Mine are on my phone.
I just wanted to. Anyways, all right. Look, teams that have clinched playoff spots so far in the AFC: the Chiefs, the Bills, the Steelers, and the Texans. These two teams have already clinched. Again, this is going to come down to home field advantage. If another AFC South team gets in, like the Colts, who currently have a 10% chance of getting in, and they've got a pretty easy game against Tennessee coming up, there's a chance that this could be a really good game. The Texans are going to come out swinging. I feel like do not score a lot of points. I saw something today that said the Chiefs put up less than 30 points a game, and that's if you put up less, they're the only team, is what the stat says. They're the only team in the NFL one of 4 teams in the NFL this season that has not put up 30 points a game yet. Hope that cleared up what I was just. What I'm trying to say is this is going to be a close game, guys. It's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. We know that the Texans are good at getting to the defense or getting to the offense defensively on third down conversions. They are the best team against. Yeah, say it, dude. What's up? What's on your mind?
Man, okay, I've been thinking about it. Mahomes, I just looked it up. According to right now, Bleacher Reports, Mahomes is planning on playing.
Okay, that's important too, right? Because
that is important.
Sprain.
Yeah, so knowing how nagging those could be, I think that's crucial. They're clinched. If it was me and I was Reed, I would not play him. I would sit him. I would rest him. He got you where you're at. You clinched a playoff spot. Get him well by playoffs. Sit him out right now. This is not an important game. That's just me. A guy's hurt, an ankle sprain.
But if they drop a game, the Buffalo Bills are 2 games behind them with 3 games to go. And dropping a game right now, if the Buffalo Bills get the number 1 spot, that's a bye week for Buffalo. And they probably want that. And so do the Chiefs. I'm sure they're at home, defend home.
Gosh. Man, you keep making so many points. Golly, man. I agree.
They're right behind. And the Texans
are the Bills the best team in the NFL right now?
Josh Allen might be the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
He's MVP in my opinion. He should be. Season he's put on, I didn't think they were going to be here. I didn't think they'd be sitting where they're sitting at right now. But honestly, he's put on a camp this season. Dude has literally put that team on his back and got them to where they're at, in my opinion. The receiver core stepped up quite a bit too. I'll give him credit. I didn't think his receiver core was as strong as they were.
Bro,
Cooks. I mean, the whole offense is like they're getting better. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm with you on that. So again, the Texans, so their third down conversion rating, they're number 1. Their top 3 and 4th down conversion rating on offense as well. They always pick up 4th down situations, 3rd down situations. They're always offensively moving the sticks. They can. I'm actually talking about the Chiefs here. So yeah, let me just go ahead and make my vote. Take my pick here. After 5 minutes here, right now it looks like the Chiefs have the vote. So chat says Chiefs.
Yeah, my chat is all saying Chiefs too, and I'm gonna agree. I agree. I like the Chiefs. I like Mahomes. They're saying he's gonna play. Lloyd's saying he agrees with me benching, but then he also said the general manager will say playing. They're wanting to clinch that home field advantage. I agree.
Yeah.
And these games do count.
Yeah, man, and they definitely count at this point. And look at the next game that we got coming up, too. By the way, both of these games, the Texans and the games, guys, both of these games are on Saturday. These first 3 games on this channel, I will be covering these 3 games if you guys want to stick around with me through that. But we've got the Broncos and Chargers on Thursday Night Football, Texans and Chiefs, and then Steelers and Ravens. So the early day game will be this Texans game, and then the Steelers and the Ravens. So yeah, I'm ready to roll, bro. The chat says Chiefs.
I agree. Chiefs by 3. It's going to be a close game. I don't think a lot of Chiefs games have been close this season, so I'm going to say the Chiefs by 3.
Man, I would love to see the Texans.
I would too, but I don't know. I'm just not sold on. I mean, they've had some rough weeks here too. Maybe it's C.J. Stroud in his sophomore season. People are picking up on him now, so I mean, it's so tough.
Everybody in that locker room for the Chiefs, though, they want that bye week, bro. They probably
they do
want that week off,
especially to get him healthy. Yeah.
Sorry, I got excited reading a chat over here. Brandy's checking into the conversation, excited about the Steelers.
Go.
Yo, this channel has a lot of Steelers fans, and this channel has a lot of Ravens fans. So let me ask you guys the question: who will win this game? We've got
Steelers, Ravens.
Man, no upsets so far, man. I'll
tell you, these games are there's a lot of, I think, games that have a potential being some great games this week. This is like last week. I mean, who would have predicted some of the upsets last week? It's a crazy week of NFL. This is going to be a great game. You got two of the oldest coaches, teams. They have how many times have Harbaugh and I just went totally blank on his name. The coach for the Steelers,
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin. I just had a cerebral flexation there. So, Mike Tomlin is the oldest coach. Right behind him is Harbaugh. So these two guys have probably faced each other more than anybody. This game is going to be a showdown. They know each other. Oh, yeah. I feel like the Ravens have the edge. Offensively, they have the best offense in NFL. Can the Steelers slow them down? And can they score?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they can, because we've seen this story before, haven't we?
We have.
We've seen this story before. So, hey, man, the Steelers can make this thing happen. I like Pittsburgh in this game, too. It's a road game. Tomlin, still, they've clinched. I mean, this game is another one where everyone is clinched, and they're all going to be fighting as well. So the Steelers, actually, the Ravens have not clinched yet. The Ravens, they have a 99% probability of getting in. If they win, they have a 99. They have a continuation of that 99% probability. My camera move? Am I tripping? I'm tripping. Okay.
No, you're here on mine, so.
Okay, cool. Ravens, Steelers. This room is split, man. We got 53% Steelers fans in this one. They're saying Steelers on this.
Well, I've got Ravens in mind, so everybody's saying Ravens.
Everybody saying Ravens?
I don't have as many as you have, Mario. I've only got 3 people in chat, so.
Well, rock on, guys. Keep that chat going.
Right on.
Okay, let me share some stuff with y'all. Pull up some of the, go ahead.
So the Ravens are favored in this game by 6.5 points. That is as of CBS Sports.
6.5? Okay.
6.5, but on the betting odds, it's the over-under is 44.5 on this game. So that's the current odds according to CBS Sports right now. But, it fluctuates a little bit between sites and as it gets closer to the game, depending on IR reports. I think, even up until game time, they can fluctuate a little bit. Not much, but 6.5 points. I mean, that's kind of high in my opinion.
All right. So let's take a comparison here of the quarterbacks, right? Lamar Jackson on one side, 3,500 yards, almost 3,600 yards. Russell Wilson coming in 4 or 5 games late, under 2,000 still. So it's not like he's missed half the season or 3/4 of the season. He only missed 4 games, right? And we're already in week 16. So he has plenty of time to he has been keeping up for the most part, but Lamar Jackson is special. Check this out. So those are the stats, big glaring differences there, but the bigger one is rushing stats for Lamar Jackson, dude. 743 yards. This guy's about to hit 1,000 rushing yards. This quarterback is about to hit 1,000 rushing yards here. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson, definitely a pocket quarterback, 57 yards in the time that he's played so far this season. Lamar Jackson, 37 rushing touchdowns compared to Russell Wilson's 14.
That's insane.
37 total touchdowns? This is crazy. I think the Ravens' firepower is just so overpowering. But they do give up a lot of yards on the other side.
Their defense is not as strong as it. See, the Ravens used to have a phenomenal defense. It's not what it used to be.
Lamar makes the case for MVP, man.
For sure.
I know everyone's talking about Josh Allen, but I don't know, dude. Saquon Barkley, if he doesn't win league MVP, full MVP, I think that back, bro. I'm starting to get a feeling about the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know. That's weird, man. I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm starting to get a feeling about Philly.
Oh man, you got to be easy with that one. Well, I would broadcast that out. So Don't send that out. Sorry, guys. Let's mute the mics.
I gotta take the Ravens, guys. I do.
Come on. I got Ravens, you. I agree.
The running game is so good, man. They can chop you up any which way. I know the Steelers won, but
with any good offense like this, if you shut down the run, what will they do? They'll just start throwing on you. You can't shut down both. So when you get the run shut down, and usually the way the defensive will shut a run down is they'll stack the front. When you stack the front, what do? You leave the deep open. So you can't have it both ways. So right on.
All right, man. You ready?
Rock and roll.
Who will win this game, guys? This isn't a super appealing game. It is the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons.
Kirk Cousins is benched.
Okay.
Get it out. You suck.
Oh, man.
That's all right. I mean, everybody's like, stick a fork in him. He's done. You wasted all this money on him.
A lot of money on him.
And I don't know.
Yeah, but does that mean that the Giants have a chance now? Does that mean that the Giants have a chance now?
This is not the same Falcons team that started the season. I don't know. I haven't kept up with them enough to know. It seems like they've been struggling lately. And some of the struggle has been, unfortunately, Cousins. I mean, he has not looked great.
Well, here's this, man. They're not in the playoff spots just yet. But the NFC South still has an opening, and there's still areas where the Falcons can still make playoffs. Now, the Buccaneers have to drop a game. The Falcons have to win this one, whether it's with Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix Jr., which I guess is who they're going to start. Actually, you telling me right now that Kirk Cousins got benched is the first time I heard that news.
I read it the other day. Let me just double check. I swore I read it.
So if that's the case, then Raheem Morris is going to end up being the hero if they end up making the playoffs, and they'll have we'll talk on the ride home for
they
Kirk
did.
Cousins. That kind of situation.
Falcons QB Kirk Cousins accepts benching, but says, "I won't forget how to play quarterback." That's on NFL.com. This was in
Wow, Todd. Yep. You guys are telling me, man.
Wow.
Yep. Wow. So without Kirk Cousins, I still got to say Falcons, though, man. The Falcons have too much at stake right now. The Giants, they're just playing spoilers right now. That's all they want to do. They want to ruin the season for Atlanta. Atlanta sitting at 7-7. They are on the bubble. They are one game behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If they win right now, if they win this game, they have a playoff probability of 38%. It's not a big chance, but it is a chance. The Buccaneers are playing the Dallas Cowboys this week. If the Buccaneers lose in that game, that could open things up for the Atlanta Falcons to still make playoffs. And let's see how it goes.
So, okay. So your opinion of Penix versus what was that guy's name?
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, not Cousins.
Raheem Morris, the head coach?
No, the quarterback for the Giants. I just went blank on the guy's
name.
name.
Tommy DeVito?
DeVito, yes. Like Danny DeVito.
Hey,
hey,
I'm walking over here.
Right on.
Yeah, I would taking the Atlanta Falcons on, guys.
You think Penix is ready?
I don't know, but Blaine on my side says that, the New York Giants are just tanking to get it. Giants are foolish. Wouldn't surprise me if they win, though, when they should lose. It's like, guy.
Well, they want a draft pick, so they're probably going to lose.
That's what Blaine is saying. Yeah, they want to get a quarterback.
They want to go get a quarterback, definitely. So draft capital is big for them. This has got to be the Falcons.
Yeah, the coach is telling the Dayball is telling the team, just go out there and have some fun, guys. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. Just go out there and have fun.
Throw the towel in.
All right, let's move on. We're gonna take the Falcons on that one. I'm with you guys.
Falcons by 7.
All right, Patriots Bills. This is a pretty easy one.
No brainer, guys. We don't have to spend time on it. Yeah. Bills all the way.
Gonna take the Bills all the way.
Bills, baby. Bills Mafia. Where are you at, man? Where's my Bills Mafia in chat? Come on, guys.
I feel like it's making a disservice, though, if we don't at least if we don't at least bring up some of the finer point of the New England Patriots right now. They are ranked 10th in the NFL when it comes to running the football. Ramondre Stevenson.
Really?
They do rank 10th when it comes to rushing the football.
Huh.
As far as yards per rush is what I mean. Not, well, I guess they don't run the football a lot, but when they do, they get big bursts, right? When they play from behind, you don't get a lot of running the football, but it shows that if the team had a solid passing group and a solid, quarterback, that would open things up for Ramondre Stevenson, Gibson, who are supposed to have a really good season this season, and it kind of just fell through. It looks like the question now becomes, do you think the Bills will cover? And it's a 14-point spread.
They could easily. I think
14-point cover.
That's doable for this team. I mean, look at what they came out in Detroit, literally walked out against the Giant and literally just punched them in the mouth and ran it down their throat for the first quarter. I mean, they had, a 21-point lead at one point there, from what I remember?
Yeah. You know what?
And they captured what got them the game is they captured the momentum. And if they and look at what Goff did. If I'm not mistaken, I think there was a record in that game.
Record in that game for what?
The quarterback threw for nearly 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, and didn't win the game.
What?
Wasn't that the game? That's what my coworker was telling me. So look at the game stats for the Lions on Goff. He threw for, that's what my coworker was telling me earlier. He was telling me all the stats because I have a coworker, we talk a lot about football. And he was saying that, honestly, he had a phenomenal game. He didn't start off great, but he finished phenomenal. He threw for 5 touchdowns. It was over 400-something yards passing, and they still lost. And that's I don't think it's ever really happened for that much stats.
That's pretty wild. Okay, so I think the Buffalo Bills will win this game. This isn't a game. It's definitely Buffalo's going to take this one. But I do think that, the Patriots deserve another shot next season. If they get a pick as well, because they are very much out of this, they're also 3-11, so they also are going to be tanking for the rest of the season. They are 1 game ahead of the Raiders, who are 2-12. So, yeah, there's a chance that the Patriots can do something, and we can see the real Drake May in the future. Anyways, again, guys, we are doing pick'ems this week. Week 16 pick'ems. Adam Kimbrough over on the right side of your screen. Mario Manuel right here. You're watching Football Nation, guys. I have plugged in a link in the chat area, www.footballnationusa.com, if you want to make your official picks for Week 16. If you make your picks before Thursday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen, then you will be also, if you end up winning, you will also get an additional piece from our spread shop for a $25 value or higher, whatever you'd like, but we're doing the $100 giveaway now. By the way, we already paid out last week's winner. Peter, congratulations, brother. You won last week. The only person who got them all right, bro. Only one person. Hundreds of people played.
That is amazing.
Person got it right.
Amazing, man. Let's go.
It takes, we take a long time to make our picks, but it takes about 1 minute if you know what you're doing. 2 minutes if you read the rules. 2 minutes if you read the rules. Okay. All right, guys, we're taking Buffalo Bills. This chat room is 100% on Buffalo.
Cover the spread.
What do they say? Let's go Buffalo to cover the spread. Bills Massacre says, not Bills Mafia.
Not Bills Mafia.
Bills Massacre, bro. All right, Cardinals Panthers, also not a sexy game, but an interesting pick if you're making picks this week with Football Nation. Who is going to win this game? If you're with Football Nation and you're watching this and you're making your picks, or you're with Adam Kimbrough on Kimbrough Nader and you're making picks over there with him, who is going to win this game, guys? Adam?
My gut initially says Cardinals. I feel like they are the better team here. And Kyler Murray is a solid quarterback. He is inconsistent at times, but I feel like the Cardinals have the better matchup coming in this game. Defensively, they've had some great games this season. I mean, so it's one of these games that's the bottom of the tier, but I just feel like the Cardinals have more to lose. So they're going to be coming after the Panthers. Panthers are a lower ranked team. Easy pick for me, Cardinals. Just flat out.
For sports betting, there's a lot of over unders and things like that would make sense. Carolina Panthers are pretty bad at a lot of things, but you know what? The Cardinals have their weak spots too. Opponent pass completions, the defense for the Arizona Cardinals, they rank 31st in the NFL. That they allow 70% of passes to be completed against that defense. So Bryce Young at home has a couple of wins.
A bird's a word.
They got a couple of wins, not a lot, but they have 3, right? So 3 wins. Arizona Cardinals, though, they've got something to play for. The Panthers also trying to play spoiler. The NFC West, bro. The NFC West. It's anybody's division over there right now. And the Arizona Cardinals need that win. I think the Arizona Cardinals should get this, but the Panthers have the ability to spoil a few things.
That's true.
Defensively, did you know this? The Carolina Panthers rank number 1 in opponent pass play percentage.
No, I didn't.
That's a very weak statistic. All that's saying is that teams don't pass the football against the Carolina because they don't have to. They just run the ball all day. The deep, but that's how they spin it for you Panthers fans who are out there. Yeah, I just want to give you a beacon of hope. I will say this: they have protected quarterbacks. Quarterback sacked percentage. This is offensively. They rank 8th in the NFL. So they've got a top 8 team when it comes to protecting the quarterback. That should say something, and that's not a specific number. That is like how many times the quarterback got sacked. That is a percentage, which I'm a bigger fan of percentages than I am of just the sheer volume of number, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and it makes sense. I mean, like I've always said about NFL, this is so surprising, especially when you look at teams that are ranked or in the places they're in. You know, Carolina's 3-11. Everybody's got to remember these are the best players, you know, out of thousands of college students, college football players that play this game. They get to this level. They're all professional athletes. So any given Sunday, anything can happen. It's just the way it is.
This could be the one game that ruins the pick'ems for everyone who plays. This could be the one smart play that you made and you said, you know what, Carolina gets this one. And then you vote for the Panthers and then you win $100 at the end of the week.
There you go, baby.
You never know. You never know. There it is, guys. Football Nation USA. Be sure to ask your picks. All right. So I think everyone's in agreement right now. Our chat over here.
My chat has birds. My chat soldier for the gods says the bird's the word, baby.
Oh my gosh. Bird is the. All right. Hey man, haven't you heard? Haven't you heard that the bird is the word? All right, guys. This is a one-sided matchup as well. This should be a blowout. You know what, dude? I think we are going to be very surprised this week. I think there are too many games that seem like they're going to be one-sided that are going to end up surprising you. Like, well, this is not one of them. This is not one of them. I do not like Caleb Williams. I don't like the way he plays, dude. I'm sorry, Bears fans. I'm sorry.
I know.
I went with the Lions last week. I got it wrong.
I'm sorry there, you guys. I'm sorry, Bills fans. I'm still sold on Lions. Lions are a good team, but the Bills are a great team too. So
yeah,
I still feel like the
Lions to a good team.
I feel like the Lions were a little bit cocky because it showed they came out in that first quarter, and like I said earlier, the Bills hit the Lions in the mouth. They tamed them, and they took that edge away, and when they took that edge away, it was too far, too gone for the Lions to come back, and they tried, but they didn't. So I think this is a revenge game. I think Dan Campbell, this game will surprise you. I think Dan Campbell is going to have this team ready. They're going to go out there, and they're going to slaughter the Bears. Those Lions will take the Bears down. Campbell's an old-school football coach, and what better way than to go out the next week after losing a game that you should have won and just manhandling a team? That's my thinking. So,
yeah, bro, I'm with you. I'm sorry, I'm just playing that right now.
You're good. You're good. My chat's saying Lions. I feel like Caleb Williams, I agree with you. I don't think he's been that solid of a quarterback.
He hasn't,
Heisman
bro.
Trophy
Caleb
winner.
Williams has been ass. Every
But
time I see him.
was he the best pick? I mean, was he the best pick for the Bears? Is it what the Bears – well, you know, he's probably a decent player, but is that the right component they need for their offense? Or do they need to focus on, you know, maybe a better offensive lineman, decent running back? I mean, there's all this other things that they should look at, and it's – I don't know. Chat's all saying Lions on my side, so I feel like the Lions, for sure, they are the better team.
Yeah, the Lions are the better team. The Lions will for sure win this game, in my opinion. We've got about 14% who are saying otherwise. One of the reasons, what I was trying to say. So someone in my chat area says that Montgomery is officially out for the season. Is a very good stat, or a very good fact. But Jahmyr Gibbs is also an amazing running back, so I'm not too worried about that. It does suck for David Montgomery owners for fantasy football purposes.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It will affect the locker room. I think it could affect them in a positive way. I like the way Jahmyr Gibbs plays. He does play aggressively, but if anything were to happen to Jahmyr Gibbs as well, then that could be a problem. Then I don't know who's on that depth chart behind those guys. I don't have that pulled up right now. Whoever it is, it's not Jahmyr Gibbs and it's not David Montgomery. So that is a good point. He also brought up the point that that Dan Campbell is too aggressive because he forced that onside kick with 12 minutes left to go, down by 10. Why would you kick an onside kick with 12 minutes left to go?
That's right. That's a good point. That's him being so aggressive. He's going to do things that you don't expect him to do. He's trying to play that mind trick game. That's what Dan Campbell does. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you go for it a fourth down 3 times, you know, in a row on penalties? Just keep going for it. It's like, gosh, man, just take the tie. I don't know. He's it
hurt him last year. It hurt him this year. Right, and that's not the game. That's not the reason why they lost that game. Let's be real. Anybody who watched that game, the Lions did not look sharp. They looked hazy. They looked like they were, I don't know, maybe just celebrating.
Like they came out. The team that started the game, the first quarter, was not the Lions. The second quarter is when they kicked in, and it was, like I said, it was too late. The Lions got hit in the mouth, and they were backpedaling. And then when they got their feet set and they started going forward, they were so far back they couldn't catch up. That's what I felt like. If you had another quarter, maybe so.
I don't know, man.
4 quarters is a long time to go. So, but anyway, I feel like no brainer, Lions. I still feel like they're a good, solid team. You know,
Chicago. My thing is about the Chicago Bears, bro. Chicago Bears, they've just been so bad. They don't have an offensive line. Caleb Williams has been on the run for his whole life. Like, it feels like every week it gets harder and harder to watch the Chicago Bears. Detroit Lions should win that game. They're already at the top of the division. We know that they want to win because Minnesota Vikings are 1 game behind them. And if they drop a game to the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field, that is going to be an embarrassment that is going to echo and reverberate throughout the NFC North. And honestly, that will hype up the Green Bay Packers, who will watching that game, because every Packers fan should be on the couch watching that game. The Green Bay Packers are seeing how the Detroit Lions are going to end up because they've dropped a game. They're coming off of a loss right now, and the Packers want to close in. The Minnesota Vikings are licking their chops right now. They want to eat Like they want to get in there. Like they're one game behind the Detroit Lions, and anything can happen in the NFC. The AFC is basically spoken for. The top of the table, the bottom of the table. That
Yep.
shouldn't shake out too much more. Maybe the Colts will get in. I don't think so, but maybe the Colts will get in. That side is already spoken for. The Detroit Lions and the NFC as a whole, we're about to get into a lot of NFC. I think I love this division, or this conference. I prefer this conference. Just myself, and I. Anyways, Detroit Lions. Chat says Lions. I say Lions.
Lions
You say
here.
Lions. Let's move
Look,
on.
everybody's saying the same with us. They need a better offensive line. So next up, man,
Titans and Colts, bro.
Titans Colts. I don't know about it, man. I don't know. I did see Will Levis is maybe getting benched too, if I'm not mistaken.
Really? That's not surprising.
I think that was what I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. So Will Levis is done because he's also boo boo.
Let me double check. I read stuff, and then I read a lot of sports news stuff, and then I go. Let's see.
Talk to me, man. Tell me. Oh, you know what? Let me talk to you, bro.
Yeah, talk to me.
Let me tell you something here.
Will Levis is benched. Mason Rudolph is starting.
Dude, the Colts want in. Colts want in bad. They are one behind. They are just one game behind getting in. They are on the bubble, and the Houston Texans have locked in their spot. But if the Chargers drop this game on Thursday Night Football tomorrow, if the Chargers lose at home, they're sitting at the 8th spot in that conference, have a 31% getting in as it stands right now. If they win this game against Tennessee, I think, let me just double check that. I think they're sitting at a 17% right now, and they'll go up to 30%. Well, it would help if I didn't just make arbitrary numbers up. The actual numbers here, playoff probability as it sits right now, 10%. 17% if they win. Now, the Titans have already been eliminated. This game is one that you just skip right over. This would be one of those games, I think, that would constitute a weak matchup. Check.
Check.
Mic is off. Someone said I think your mic is off.
My mic?
I don't know. Lucinda is saying that my mic is off. Oh, you know what? I bet there's probably a delay from the fact that you and I are doing I changed the mic, remember? Probably a delay.
Ooh. Is that what it is, guys?
Anyways. Well, let's do this. I think everyone's going to go with the Colts here on this one. Your mic is low, can barely hear what it says.
Oh, on me or you?
I don't know. All right. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get up a little bit closer.
My side's saying you're fine here on this side. So, hey guys, it is technology. We do apologize. We did have some struggles at the start, but we'll keep working through it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming in here and listening to us go back and forth, deciphering these games, the exciting games, and we enjoy you guys being in here and commenting us, giving us hype and your inputs, because all of that feeds into what we're doing and just makes us all better at what we're doing. And hey, it's a community we're building here. What better way to join with forces and friends, enemies because I grew up having a divided family with football, with having Houston Oilers fans with Cowboys fans. So I grew up during that era, and people did not talk.
Oilers, the Houston Oilers. Yeah. All right, guys. I adjusted my sound a little bit. Maybe you guys can hear me just a little bit better. We're gonna try not to max it out. But that's good advice. That's good feedback, guys. I appreciate y'all letting me know out there in the chat. And those are my people, so I appreciate y'all so much. Lucinda says, there you go. Sounds a little bit better. Okay, let's not blow y'all's eardrums out. Okay.
Rockstar.
Let's move on a little bit.
All right.
So, everyone on board with Titans?
Everybody's on board with the Titans. So you're saying Titans? I've got to go with the Colts. That's who I'm picking.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Colts.
I'm going to go with the Colts, too. I don't know why I said Titans. Yeah, I definitely want the Colts. I'm taking the Colts on that one.
I'm taking the Colts because they have more to lose than the Titans. Titans are not in.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're getting Colts on my side, too, in chat. So Colts, perfect. Rockstar, let's go, baby. So Colts it is. You ready for the next game?
Yeah, man, let's move on.
Move on.
Sounds like I've got some tech issues to address on my side after the game, but for now, let's move on. All right.
We got Jets versus the Rams, baby. Who do you got here?
I don't think the Jets will spoil the Rams here. The Rams just got at the top of the table. I think the Rams should win this one. I know Davante Adams is coming off of a huge game last week. He put up 41 fantasy points. That's insane. So, Crystal on my side says Jets, 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 Jets.
Oh, get out of here with that. No, I'm just messing with you. Don't get out of here. So, okay, think about this. You got a Jets team that's 4-10 taking on an 8-6 team. That's playoff contentions. I mean, who are you going to go with? I mean, the odds are in favor of the Rams for sure, just bet odds. And you got to go with, the Jets are rough. I don't know. The Jets are a hard team to read this year. And why I say that is I feel like there's a lot of compromise. They fired their coach. They fired their GM. There's a lot of turmoil in the locker room to think about. That team is not in a sound place right now. So I would not put my money on the Jets.
Yeah.
Just getting that out there.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
What are you thinking, man?
I'm thinking that Hey guys.
No.
Okay, I turned on the monitor mode on my on OBS and I started hearing myself in lag, bro. And I thought I was drunk. It was instant drunk sound. It was the weirdest thing, bro. That was funny. Okay, all right.
Hey, if you want me to sound drunk, let me turn on monitor mode, and you're right. I sound like my speech is slurred. It's the hardest thing to do. I don't know how people do it, but when I turn on monitor mode, hell, I'll do it for y'all if y'all want me to.
Bro, that was the funniest
I
thing.
start talking when I'm on monitor mode. It's like you hear yourself and you stop.
Don't even bother. Don't even bother. Okay, this game right here, bro. The LA Rams and the New York Jets. The LA Rams should win this game hands down. One of the cool things that I saw here is that penalties per play offensively, they're one of the least penalized teams in the NFL, the LA Rams. In case you did not know, their offense is sharp, especially when you've got Puka Nacua, especially when you've got Cooper Kupp. Sean McVay knows how to run his offense. Sean McVay knows how to run that offense. Now, penalties per game offensively, that is one thing. They are also top 6 at protecting the football. So they don't cough up the football very much at all. They are also really good at protecting Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford has really good pass protection. He's 7th least sacked quarterback. Is that how you would phrase that? He ranks number 7 in sacks.
Yeah, that's
being
right.
sacked. So, fourth down conversions offensively, they're also a top 6 team at converting on really clutch moments and situations. Will they face clutch moments or situations in this game? The LA Rams versus the Jets. I don't know, man. There's a story to be had here. Don't forget. Yes, it's the Jets. But Davante Adams is out there. Garrett Wilson is out there. Breece Hall is out there. The offense still has offensive names for firepower. The Jets' defense was solid with Robert Saleh. Now it's kind of a shell of itself.
That team's got a lot of issues, man.
Yeah. But defensively it doesn't rank bad. In yards per play, they rank 4th for the New York Jets, one of the best teams at limiting efficiency on the other side of the football. Opponent passing yards per game ranked 5th, so 193 yards per game is all
That's
they give up.
wild.
They give up less than 200 yards per game. They're top 5 team at getting to the quarterback. And when I say that, I don't mean that they have the 5th most sacks. I mean that they have the highest sack percentage. A top 5 team in sack percentage. That means on players where the quarterback drops back and has the football, at an 8% success rate, the Jets will get to the quarterback. Now, quarterbacks don't have to drop back too much on the Jets because they're always playing ahead. They could turn around and hand the football over. So there might be a small sample size buried in or baked into that statistic. But that's a good one there as well for Jets fans. Their defense, we know that the players there are solid. They've been solid all season. We have had to deal with some Jets have had to deal with. So it may not be that straightforward for the New York Jets, but for the LA Rams, but I do think the LA Rams should win this road game. I don't know what the over-under is, but my gut tells me LA is going to win.
I'm with you on that one. The LA Rams, they've got a lot of their players come back. Cooper Kupp's back. He's been a great asset for that offense. So Jets are in a lot of shambles right now. So my money, Rams, guys. Easy.
I don't know if it's that easy, though, bro, because Devontae Adams is coming off of that game. And right now, by the way, guys, I know the Rams' offense is good, but their defense has been kind of questionable, man. Defensively, guys, the LA Rams defensively.
That's true.
I mean, they're bottom of the table. They rank 30th in defense against the pass. Against the pass, they struggle.
Really?
They struggle. Yes. 7.
And this is going to be a heavy pass offense too.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. They give
up. Can they get it together? Can they get it together and make something happen, or will there be? I don't know. We'll have to see. I feel like the safe pick, betting wise, would be the Rams, but man, the Jets could go in there and show them up. You're right.
If this is a close game, it's at home too. By the way,
worst stadium in the NFL.
Well, the Rams give up second to last. They rank 31st against field goals, so they give up a ton of field goals. And I've seen teams. We saw a game last week on Thursday Night Football, guys. No touchdown. Y'all saw that with me. No touchdown last week in that game with the LA Rams, who was one of them. Oh my gosh, it was the LA Rams and the 49ers.
Yep.
That was a no touchdown game. And here they are again. They give up the most field goals, second to most field goals. If the Jets defense can stop the LA Rams again, we might have another game just like that. Bro, I just blew my own mind right now. I just blew my own mind right now. Anyways, it could be a low-scoring game. This game is honestly the wildest game on the roster. Jets are eliminated from the playoffs right now. They're 4-10. Aaron Rodgers doesn't like to lose. They can at least get to 7-10 if they win out the rest of the 8-10 if they win out. No, 7-10 if they finish the rest of the season with wins. I'm not quite sure what their schedule is. It doesn't matter. The Jets, they're already rolled out. I think the Rams need this game to stay ahead in their division. NFC West is a nightmare. LA Rams gonna win this one. Okay, let's move on.
My chat's all got the Rams too. So Rams it is. Oh man. God.
Sorry. We sat on that one for too long. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's get on. All right. Eagles, Commanders. I would say, gosh, this is a tough one here, man.
Why? Why is this one a tough one? Because I think the Eagles
they're playing in Washington. Game. I think they can go into Washington and upset Washington at home. Washington is sitting at 9-5. They are top of the division. Last I checked. I'll have to go back and check. I think they're top of their division. So they have a solid team, but
the Eagles?
No, the Commanders.
They're behind the Eagles, bro.
That's right. Yeah, it's Eagles, Commanders,
Cowboys and Giants. That's the NFC East.
Yeah,
that's our division.
Yep. So Eagles have this one. Eagles have it.
Oh yeah, dude,
for sure. But
their potential to be the number one team in the NFL But this is a good matchup, guys. I will be covering this game live as well, ladies and gentlemen. One of these teams has clinched playoffs, and it is the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, there are 3 teams currently right now in the NFC conference that are sitting at 12-2. That is the Lions, the Eagles, and the Vikings. Am I right?
Vikings.
Just double. Yeah, dude, look at that. The Vikings, after that win, they're at 12-2. So I got to update that as well. But there you go, guys. Y'all can see that right there on the right-hand side of your screen.
49 catches, and
sorry about that. Okay. That being said, Eagles, Commanders, man, Eagles at the top of the table. This is going to be a bloodbath in the NFC. The Lions are going to win this week. I think the Vikings will win this game against the Seattle Seahawks. Maybe Seattle Seahawks are going to be fighting viciously, aggressively to get that, because they're also fighting for the playoff spot. But again, guys, this side of the field, the right side of the screen, has not been figured out just yet. And that's why I love this matchup. That's why I love the NFC, because they have not figured it out. And there are teams that can still get in. It's not like they've got a 17% chance. The Seattle Seahawks have a real legitimate chance of getting in. Right now, guys, they have a 50% chance, 51% chance if they win that game against the Minnesota Vikings. But the Minnesota Vikings are going to want to get home field. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to want to get home field. The Detroit Lions are going to want to get home field. And so all of these teams are fighting for that bye week. Nobody can drop a game right now. That being said, the Washington Commanders on the other side, y'all, the Washington Commanders also are on the cusp of being knocked out of the playoffs. The Washington Commanders are sitting at their 7th place. You only get 7 spots in the playoffs in your conference, and they are in 7th place. They are just 1 game ahead of the Seattle Seahawks. If the Commanders lose this game and they go 9-6, the Seattle Seahawks win this game against the Vikings, and they go to 9-6 as well. Now we've got a 50-50 game. Now it's literally
crazy. That's crazy.
Dude. It is right there on the cusp. It is home field advantage. Like, are you playing to win or are you playing not to lose? And that's kind of what it's going to come down to in this game.
I like that. I like that analogy, man. Playing to win or playing to lose?
Playing not to lose. Are you playing to win or are you playing not to lose? Like,
wow, my mind's blown. You just blew my mind.
Bro, they're right there, man. The Washington Commanders are right there. They're right there. Helen is the #1 Eagles fan. Absolutely. Oh, we know this.
I got an Eagles fan, and they're not in chat. They're not in chat tonight. Charles, we missed you. Charles, who do you got? I know you got the Eagles. I got to agree with you. And you just 2-3 good spots. Skins fan for life. Oh, yeah. So Soldier's a Commanders fan, but
there's a lot on the line in this game. I don't think I can.
I mean, part of me wants to say, okay, the Commanders have showed some great games this season. Yeah. This Eagles team is well-rounded offense. I mean, I would not want to try to stop the running game. I don't think you can stop the running game for the Eagles. And if you do stop the running game, they'll just beat you with the pass. So this is a well-rounded offense. It's going to be really tough to stop them. The key for the Commanders is their offense has to keep them in the game. I think that is going to be key.
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. Good luck keeping up with that offense right there in the Philadelphia Eagles, guys. The Philadelphia Eagles aren't just like a good team. They're savages, man. Right now, the Philadelphia Eagles on the ground, their run game is 1st in rushing yards per game, 1st in rushing attempts per game, 3rd in yards per attempt, 2nd in rushing touchdowns per game, 1st in rushing yards percentage as a whole for the team. I mean, but I will say this. That is not to say that the Commanders are bad, bro, because I've learned something new about the Washington Commanders, and their run game is serious too, man. Check this out. the Washington Commanders are third in the NFL at rushing the football. They are third in running yards per game, behind the only two other teams that you can think of. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no kidding.
They're
Look at
right
there.
behind. They're right behind the Birds, man. So they're right behind the Birds. They're third in yards per game. They're third in rushing attempts per game. Fifth in yards per attempt. Third in rushing touchdowns per game, and third in rushing yard percentage. So the Washington Commanders ground game, this offense, I've seen the Commanders beat the Eagles before, and Commanders, they've got their own plan, man. I don't think it's that clear cut and dry. I was trying to really pull for it, and you look at them defensively. Yeah, the Eagles are better, but not by that much. Not by that much.
Any given Sunday. They don't say that for any reason. Any given Sunday. Yeah, I love this matchup. This is a classic matchup, man. It really is. These teams have a lot of history together. So what's it going to come down to?
It hurts me to say Philly. It hurts me to say Philly. It does. It does.
It does. Okay. Is this going to be your wild card? I mean, because if you look at the stats, according to ESPN stats on Pick'ems this week, it's 82% of the people are picking the Eagles over the Commanders. 82%. And there's thousands and thousands of people that play this. I haven't checked Yahoo yet, but a lot of people are going with the Eagles. This is crazy.
Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles too, man.
Going with the Eagles? So, I mean, Soldier of the God just said this. He said, NFC East battles are notoriously close most of the time. And he's right. These games are going to be close. Doesn't matter. I mean, you could almost take, like you're saying, those stats and throw them out the window to an extent. I mean, who shows up? Is the Commanders going to go in there and they're going to hit the Eagles in the mouth and get it started first? We got chat saying it smell upset. So, chat, I have some say Eagles, and we got some Skins fans in here.
Dude, this is another one. You see what I'm saying?
Let's go.
This is what I said earlier when we were over there on the Lions-Bears game. There are too many games that seem too obvious for there not to be upsets this week. The Giants, the Falcons, the Bills, the Patriots, the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Lions, the Bears. We've got the Eagles, the Commanders, LA Rams over Jets. All of those seem like obvious automatic pull the trigger on those picks, but there's too many of those games that, and this one might be a little blurrier. I think this is 60 split, but I've got 80% of my chat going with the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm gonna say Eagles as well. Let's move on.
I'm gonna say Eagles as well. One of my longtime fans is a huge Eagles fan, so I'm gonna stick with the Eagles for him. So
rock on,
rock on, baby. Let's go to the Bengals versus the Browns. Classic matchup here now.
Okay, all right. Who will win this game, guys?
Matthew McConaughey in the house.
All right, if you're just checking into this channel right now, my name is Mario Manuel. You're watching Football Nation. Stick around. Give me 5, 10, 15 minutes of your time. Let's talk some football. Give me some of your thoughts. If you're out there in the chat, if you're new and you're just kind of hanging out, feel free to contribute to the conversation. Let's have some fun. Let us know what your thoughts are out there. I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals in this one. I don't think the Browns will get the upset. I think Cincinnati should honestly steamroll this team here. Yeah, I mean, what just out of the gate, that's my gut check. I'm going with
I agree with you. Bengals have to win this one. Burrow all the way. The man is on an MVP stride, and
yeah, but they can't win games, bro. That's
they can't win games.
And the Browns can pull off upsets, though. That's the thing. We have seen the Browns do it in the snow, having fun. Jameis Winston
against the Steelers at that,
bro.
So, but I don't think Jameis Winston's going to play.
And is he not? Well, either way, man. The Browns team, the Browns defense, they've got Joe Burrow's number. Like they're gonna come out and they're gonna come out swinging. It's an AFC divisional matchup, man. AFC
they're playing
North,
in Cincy.
So,
they're playing
anyways,
in Cincinnati.
I mean, that being said, another one of the teams that is currently on the bubble and has not been mathematically eliminated from this contest, the Cincinnati Bengals, still have a sliver of hope.
Oh, wow.
They have not been eliminated. They have a playoff probability of, get this, 5%. They have a 5% playoff probability right now. They have, if they win this game, a 7%. That is brought to you by Next Gen Stats, ladies and gentlemen. They're sitting at 10th in the AFC. So they are 2 games behind the Chargers. That's what would need to happen. The Chargers would need to lose out. The Colts, the Dolphins will have to get a draw in there somewhere. I mean, it's possible, but not likely. Anyways, I think the Cincinnati Bengals should get that set. But if there's any time for an upset here, I don't think so. I mean, the Browns are bad, bro. They're dead last at converting third downs. They're dead last at field goals. They're dead last at a lot of things right now. Rushing play percentage, they always have to throw the football because they play from behind all the time. That's how Jameis Winston has been. And Nick Chubb is just a shell of himself. He's not himself after the injuries. I mean, I will say that there's not much to really highlight on the Browns. They can do it, says Helen. I don't know. Browns and the points. What's the spread there, bro? What you got for the spread?
I didn't have it pulled up. Let me see here.
It doesn't matter. I don't think.
I had it. Let's see.
Just pull up your Chat GPT, bro. What it tells you.
Chat GPT.
The spread for the game.
Oh, here it is. It is 7.5 for Cincy.
Thank you, Helen. Bob saying 7.5. Gary saying 7. Thanks, guys. All right. Cover the spread or what? Cover the spread or not? Vegas line, says Helen.
Cincy will cover the spread.
Cincy will cover the spread?
Yeah, my chat's saying cover the spread. Cincy. Ohio versus Ohio. Cincy.
I don't know, dude. I don't think they cover the spread. I don't think they cover it. I say they win this game by
3.
They cover this game by 7.
That's
7.5, man. You got to hedge that bet and go under. It's gonna be. It's got it.
Oh, yep. So, good point.
If it's 7.5, I say
but
no.
But it can change. This can change. I've seen them change. Like if you look at a spread, if you look at it now and then close to game, I've seen spreads change as much as half a point, and sometimes even a point. Like injury reports come out, things change. Spreads can change. So, my chat is saying under.
Under.
Under is what my chat's saying. I have one that said 7,
yep.
So under
40,
yeah,
46.5.
Because if they beat them by 7, Kenneth? They're still under the spread. So yeah, true.
All right. Yeah, I think this is another one that, like I said, it's an automatic slam dunk. You take the Bengals, guys. One of these teams is going to get an upset. Which one is it going to be? Are you the lucky winner who has the crystal ball in front of you, and then you win $100? If you think you got a shot at $100, guys, there is the official form for y'all. I've plugged it in. There it is.
Plug it in.
Man, this time it's fresh in 7 days. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's fresh for 7 days. Fresh for 7 days.
All
right, guys. Here we go, guys. Vikings versus Seahawks. What do you think? Minnesota Vikings, Seattle Seahawks.
Man, those colors just pop off the screen, man.
Don't they, bro? That looks like my Reptar tattoo.
Awesome. And look at that. That Seahawk is flying through me right now. It's like right at my head.
Dude, your side looks different than my side, and I really like your graphic layout for each individual game. Because you've got them kind of bannered across the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so it's clear as like who we're yeah, for sure. I like that one too though, bro. Okay, all right.
So, okay,
initial impact, bro. Initial impact. I want to say Minnesota Vikings. I want to take the Vikings. Initial impact. But when you look at it, when you look at what's at stake, it comes back to that same situation with the Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Are you playing to win or are you playing not to lose? Like, let's let's talk about it, bro, because the Seattle Seahawks are on the cusp. They are on the bubble, and they are fighting to get in. Right now, they're on the outside looking in. They're sitting at 8 in the NFL. Again, only 7 spots in the NFC, in that conference. Only 7 spots. Seattle Seahawks, ladies and gentlemen, they are 8-6, 1 game behind the Washington Commanders. They are actually tied with the Rams here for their division. Also, in the same division, they are tied with the Rams. They are both 8-6. They're sitting at 2nd in the NFC West. That is because they have lost divisional games to other teams inside of their division. So even though they have the same record, that is why they're behind the Rams. But they are, rest assured, in the exact same division with the exact same record. Week 16, they're playing the Minnesota Vikings. If they win, there is a 50% probability that they will make playoffs. If they lose, they're basically done. As it sits right now, they've got a 35% chance. They got a huge obstacle here in this one with the Vikings and the Seahawks. What do you think, bro? Can the Seahawks get this one done?
I got some chat saying that Sam Howell plays for the Seahawks will lose. Sam Darnold came out swinging with Minnesota this year. I thought, they were surprised a little bit coming into the season. They were on fire, and then they kind of got cooled off just a little bit, getting those 2 losses. So I feel like still the edge is with Minnesota. Like you said earlier, these teams this time of year, not only have they got some of their playoff spots, but they're trying to make sure they clinch home field advantage through the playoffs. We're down to no more bye weeks, week 16. So maybe next week they may start taking a little bit of edge off and they could take a loss, but I think this is still a game where they're rocking solid. I think the Minnesota Vikings will take Seattle. Seattle has kind of struggled this season, I feel like. And I'm not sure if it was – I feel like defensively there, DK Metcalf, I know he's back, but is he 100%? Have you heard if he's 100%?
Who, Geno? Probably not. So it looks like my people are helping me out right now. They're saying that take the over. It's 43.5. 43.5 is the over the number for this one.
3 points for the Vikings. Are up by 3 to win.
Bob's saying to take the over on this one. Blaine's saying 12th man factor.
Oh, really? Because they're playing in Seattle.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a big game, bro. It's a huge game for the Seattle Seahawks right now. Are you kidding me, man? This is a playoff game for them. Effectively, this is a playoff game for them. If they drop this game, dude, if the Rams and the Jets, man, the Rams, again, cannot lose to the New York Jets. The New York Jets are sick of losing right now. It showed last week.
I would say, yeah. I mean, my chat's saying over. Seattle needs to win too. Yeah, you're right. See, I mean, both these teams. This is so crazy. They lost in Seattle. They lost. Oh, Lloyd just brought up something. They lost in Seattle. Did the Vikings lose in Seattle last time they played?
Did the Vikings Seattle?
That's what Lloyd said. I don't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember either. But what I do know is that the Seattle Seahawks, they are not the greatest, but they're also not slouches, man.
This is a 3:05 game.
Okay, so an interesting game, right? So an awkward time here. But you know what? They play like that. They play those times a lot. I feel like the Seahawks are the king of like the midday game.
It's a 12 o'clock. It's a 12 o'clock game for them because they're West Coast. They're 2 hours behind. So
yeah, that's the perfect time for them. They're used to that. They're used to playing at that time.
So okay,
but
is this an upset? Is this an upset, Lord?
Passing yards per game. They're 5th in the NFL, guys.
Seattle lost it. Seattle did lose at home last week. That's right. Yes, Seattle did lose. I just went blank on who they played. I went blank.
I don't remember who they played either.
But yeah, so
It's
they
new week.
can lose.
Forget about it. Forget about last week, bro. It's all about moving on to this one. It's time to move on.
Both
It's time
men
to move
didn't
on.
help.
That's
All
what
right,
this
Vikings. My money is on the Vikings. Okay, I kind of beat around the bush a little bit, but Vikings will win this game. That's where my
I'm
gut
with you.
reaction is.
Vikings will win this
Vikings
game.
all the way.
I'm with you.
Rock
the chat.
star.
So is the chat. All right, guys. Jaguars, Raiders. Guys, we're doing this. We're talking about this. We're kind of thinking this out loud. We're doing the Week 16 pick'ems, y'all. Again, this is for a chance at $100 hairs. $100, $100, guys. All the rules, terms, conditions do apply. They are all listed there. Click on www.footballnationusa.com. Follow it to where it tells you where to go, or scroll all the way down to the bottom there where you see where it says Week 15 or 16 pick'ems for this week. Just click on the picture. It'll open up. You get one shot to play, one email per person, and it's $100. We paid out to Peter. Let's see if we can pay out to Paul this week. Who's next? Who's next,
Jaguars,
guys?
Raiders, baby.
Jaguars, Raiders. Who will win this game? The toilet bowl.
The toilet bowl, the Jaguars will win.
I don't know, bro. They just lost to the Jets.
You're right. Yeah. Raiders are, I don't know, man. Crosby's out. He's having season-ending surgery.
I mean, they're both
defensively
just awful, bro.
They're awful. I feel like Jaguars have a little bit of an edge. I don't have a whole lot to chew on this one. I just feel like
the Jaguars, look, dude, the Jaguars are the worst team in the league at forcing turnovers. They have the most yards allowed per game. They have the most yards allowed per play. They struggle a lot against the pass, guys. They rank 32nd in opponent passing yards per game as well. Obviously, like all of it, they've just been really, really bad. But the Raiders are also really bad. Like, they are dead last in the NFL in turnover differential. So they cough up the football a lot and they can't get it back. Dead last, 32nd in the league for turnover differential. They're one of the least effective defenses at forcing turnovers, one of the most turnover-prone offenses in the NFL as well. They cough up the football at least twice per game on average this season. That is terrible. So both teams are really, really, really bad. I guess it kind of comes down to who shine a little bit more on the good sides, on the plus sides, because for those bad sides, those negatives for both teams, they're pretty bad. But offensively, the Jaguars do have a good kicking team. I mean, they're top 5 at field goals here. They don't give up penalties. One of the cool facts about the Jacksonville Jaguars, they rank 3rd in the NFL, giving up 5.7 yards to penalties per game on the offensive side. So they are very good. That's like a false start, and maybe you get a false start out of the Jaguars offensive line. So this game could also be one of those games that goes by pretty fast, because you know when it rains flags, it slows games down big time. So offensively, the Jaguars, they do have some things that they can smile about. The Vegas Raiders, guys, if you want to call it a good stat, they pass the football a lot. They do rank number 1 in the NFL at passing the football. I wonder why. They are top 10 in a few categories, but the categories are just they're not worth sharing.
Well, my chat is saying this. These guys are cracking me up over here. So they're saying, who's wanting to watch either of these teams? They're honestly terrible. This will be the lowest watched game of the week. This is a garbage game. And I hate to say that, Raiders fans, Jaguar fans, we love you, but yeah, this is a rough year. So trust me, I'm there. I'm a Cowboys fan too.
I'm dropping garbage cans in my chat for whoever said that on your side. We're dropping garbage cans.
Garbage cans.
This is the garbage can.
It's a garbage bowl.
There, for sure. All right, let's move on.
All
right, man.
It's stuck up there. Look at that.
49ers and Dolphins. So, two teams, both on the outside looking in. I'm definitely not calling that one, Helen. No, I definitely won't be calling that one. I'm also not covering this one. We're not going to be covering this game, but I do like this game. We got the 49ers and the Dolphins here. I would have liked it more if the 49ers still had Jordan Mason and still had Christian McCaffrey and they weren't falling apart at the seams. They weren't splitting apart. I saw an article that tried to spin a story about Brock Purdy possibly leaving the San Francisco Niners after next year, and they would replace him with Justin Fields. And
Really?
dude, get out of here,
the
bro.
conspiracy theory, man. Get out.
Nah.
Hey, don't get that in your head. Get it out of your head.
What do you
No.
think, man? Who wins this one? Tyreek Hill made a post today. Tyreek Hill posted today.
What'd he say?
Says it might be time to move on, coach, or something adjacent to that.
Really?
Yes, today. I was just telling Christina about it on Twitter. Yep. So I think Tyreek Hill wants out of Miami. Odell Beckham Jr. is out of Miami. Like, things are looking weird in Miami right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
There's
think
some hope for them coming into the season too.
I think McDaniels is on something, man. And I don't want to be that guy who says something like that. I don't want to slander anybody, but he just doesn't look right now like he's in it. He looks disassociated and disconnected, not just from the game, but from reality as it sits, man. He looks a little bit off right now.
I agree with you. And then another thing, I feel like this is a one-dimensional offense. And what
Dolphins?
I say, yeah, because look at what happens when you take Tua out. It's not the same team. That's what. Well, I say one-dimensional. Let me rephrase that. Erase that. Let's go back.
Without Tua,
Without
that is
Tua,
100% correct.
It's not the same. It's like their offense is built around Tua.
Yeah.
You take him out,
Facts.
it's a
Facts.
totally different team. So that's what I say is, if Tua plays, I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah.
I honestly think it'll be a close game.
Is he questionable to play? I didn't see any reports on Tua.
He's not questionable, but man, the guy has had how many concussions now?
Too many.
Too many. And I feel like
the 49ers have been bad, bro. I'm going to go out in here and say it. I'm just going to say it flat
Yeah,
out. 49ers
easily.
they stink right now. They stink. When it comes to the defensive side of the football, opponent red zone scoring, they rank 30th in the NFL. They struggle to prevent touchdowns in the red zone. They have an unusually high number of rushing touchdowns. They allow an unusually high number of rushing touchdowns, 29th in the NFL at giving up touchdowns.
really.
Yes. They are pretty turnover prone. They rank 23rd in the NFL, 1.5 turnovers per game. A lot of that does have to do with Brock Purdy. Another part about Deebo Samuel can't hang on to the football, and Garendo still figuring out his role and trying to figure out that stuff. 22nd in the NFL when it comes to interceptions percentage. 22nd in the NFL when it comes to interception percentage. So that's just an efficiency stat. Again, it's not a volume stat, but just an efficiency stat. So San Francisco is at the bottom of the table for a couple of things. Now, they have been pretty good outside of the red zone. So I was just talking trash about their defense inside the red zone, but outside the red zone, their defense is solid. They do rank 3rd in yards per game defensively, and total yards allowed. So, I can't say it's really all that bad for the San Francisco 49ers, but the Dolphins can get in the red zone. When you got Tyreek Hill that can just run those verticals, man, and you can hit him on one of those big plays for chunk plays for 40, 50 yards for Tyreek Hill. I mean, the dude is an absolute beast, man. I don't know. This is a tough one to bet on, man. Guys, what do y'all think? Help us out. What do y'all think in the chat area? Who's going to win this game? Y'all are saying Dolphins. I'm leaning towards Miami.
I have Miami and I have Niners. I have a split in my chat.
Really?
But my chat agrees with you, though. My chat agrees their coach is very weird.
Yeah, McDaniel's been a little off, man.
I don't know what it was, but I kind of respected the guy when he first came in, and then it's like something changed with him. I'm not sure what it is either. And then on top of it, this 49ers team is not the same team. They are hurt. They have so many players out. If you look at their IR, I think there's more on IR than are on the active roster. I mean, they have so many hurt players right now. It's insane. So,
yeah,
that's the main thing that's hurt them.
Yeah.
Part of me leans Miami over the 49ers, being the fact that who's going to be the running back backup to Grindo.
Isaac Guerrero can still get in there. The 49ers aren't going to get another pick. I think the 49ers want to play some more football. And I think the Dolphins do too. I don't know if they're really in it. Look, both of these teams are coming into this game 4-6. So they are tied coming into this game. I don't know exactly what the spread is. It's only a 1.5 point spread. So this is a coin toss is what Bob is letting me know right now.
It's 1 point.
A 1.5 point spread. These teams are both 6-8. These teams are both on the cusp trying to get into the playoffs right now. The NFC, right now the 49ers haven't been statistically eliminated, but they are pretty close to being statistically eliminated.
They're playing in Miami.
If they win,
home field advantage. So.
Even if they win this game, they still have a 1% chance. So it doesn't look good right now for the San Francisco 49ers. I think the Dolphins have a lot more to play for. They're second in the AFC East. We've talked about that one spot that's up for grabs still, the LA Chargers. And if the Broncos beat the LA Chargers, that spot really becomes a real option. And the Dolphins, the Dolphins can get that. The Dolphins are close enough to where they can it at the end of the season. If they win out, 3 games left, guys.
That's it. So you got the Dolphins. That's who I'm going with as well.
I'm taking the Dolphins too.
I'm taking the Dolphins here, guys. So
let's move on. Yeah, roll on.
Good job, guys. Cowboys taking on the Buccaneers, man. Ooh.
How do you feel about that, guys?
How
do you feel about that?
Okay. You know, I'm a Cowboys fan, and it troubles me. I don't know, man. This Buccaneers team is a pretty solid team this season.
Bro,
I don't know what you're thinking of it, too, because part of me thinks that I don't think offensively we can – I don't know. I'm not sold on our offense.
Okay. I will say this. One area we could be successful in. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they rank 30th in the NFL against the pass. They struggle in pass coverage, guys. 247 yards per game through the air alone. The Dallas Cowboys, they are the third. They pass the football third most in the NFL. Not because they're a balanced offense, but because they do find themselves playing from behind. But if they decide to come out early and attack aggressively, they can start shaking up that Buccaneers defense and put them on skates and keep them on skates the whole game. But they're not going to do that. They're going to be Mike McCarthy predictable. They're going to come around and hand the football off on first down, every first down, no matter what's happening. Down by 80, he's going to turn around and hand that football off because that's the Dallas Cowboys offense.
Hey, they'll run the same play 3 times in a row. I feel like they do that some.
I think CeeDee Lamb will eat. I think Mike Evans will eat.
Oh, for sure.
I think Mike Evans will eat for sure for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think your turn. You
okay.
Convince me one way or another.
So I'm still not sold on Cooper Kupp. You're saying they're pass.
Cooper Kupp.
But not Cooper Kupp.
Baker Mayfield, the guy that you hate and think that he's got a funky looking face. You said he doesn't look like a football player.
He does. Hate him. He does. No, I'm talking about the Cowboys. Cooper
Rush.
Cooper
Rush.
I said Cooper Kupp. Cooper Rush. I mean, come on, dude. Really. I feel like, I don't know, this season, him stepping in, he's looked rough. I mean, some of his passes are off. I don't know what it is with him this season. He has not been a good, solid backup quarterback, just in my opinion. Last week was for granted. You're playing the worst team in the league, but you're playing a very solid Buccaneers team.
Bro.
No. Okay, well, sell me on him, man, because I'm leaning Bucks. I'm a Cowboys fan.
All right, how about this then? Okay. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Let me tell you something about my Dallas Cowboys, bro. Look.
Let's go.
Dallas Cowboys, they rank number 2 in the NFL when it comes to sack percentage. Excellent at pressuring opposing quarterbacks. They're going to make Baker Mayfield uncomfortable. Micah Parsons is going to get after him. going to be under duress. Leah Fau, filling in for DeMarvion Overshone, is still a really good, strong side linebacker. I like the Dallas Cowboys defense a little more each and every week. And as I've been putting the stats together, because you guys know that I always put those stats together each and every week, I have seen the Dallas Cowboys go from red in every single category to slowly going to orange, and now we're on the cusp of yellow. So they're playing some of the best defense of the season right now.
I will agree. The defense is coming alive.
That they've been playing.
Yeah, but defensively, I feel like we're okay, but it's offensively that I'm worried about. That's because you can stop a team, but then can you score points to win you the game? That's the question I have.
I mean, the Dallas Cowboys, look, they're not that far behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Believe this or not, I mean, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they put up 244 passing yards per game. The Dallas Cowboys are right behind at 229. So it's only a difference of 15 passing yards per game between these.
True.
The offense can still put up points. CeeDee Lamb is an absolute talent. Like, you can't ignore Jake Ferguson's ability to shake things up as well. And, like, just the way the Dallas Cowboys play, the fact that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense gives up so many yards through the air. I mean, the Buccaneers defense, they are 30th. As I said, they give up 247.7 yards per game. I mean, that's just passing yards alone. They're not good at getting the football back. They're outside of the top 10. They're outside, like, Dallas Cowboys 4th in the NFL at sacks, 11th in the NFL at turnovers with 19 turnovers. They're starting to get a little bit better right here. We're getting into the upper echelon at defending the pass, where the Buccaneers excel. Now, Bucky Irving, he's gonna carve up the Dallas Cowboys tomorrow or on Sunday. Gonna hurt Bucky Irving is gonna hurt the Dallas Cowboys. Bucky Irving is gonna hurt us. That's what's gonna happen. But I think the Dallas Cowboys will keep this competitive. I think the Dallas Cowboys, bro, come on. How about them Dallas Cowboys? I'm gonna take my Dallas Cowboys. Let's go. Bro, call me crazy.
All right. Okay. Baker Mayfield's from Texas, too, so not far from you. He grew up right up the road from you.
Did he?
So, yeah, he's from Austin.
Everyone's saying, they said no effing way. Listen to saying crazy. Look, guys, for me, I'm doing this just for fun. I'm not gambling. I'm not putting any money on it. I want to enjoy my game of football, and I'm going to be rooting for my Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to pick the Dallas Cowboys every single time, bro. And now if I had money on the line, then I'm not crazy. I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, most likely with money on the line. But I am going to take the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
If there is if there is money on the line,
so
I will bet on the Buccaneers. But for fun, to enjoy my picks, to enjoy my picks today, we're taking the Dallas Cowboys.
That's what you have right there, exactly. Okay, that's where your money's at. Is on the
last
Buccaneers.
game, final game, and let's have these people. Let's let these people go to bed. Let's get out of their hair.
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. I'm a Cowboys fan, so Buccaneers it is.
You're gonna win, dude. You're gonna win $100 this week. It's gonna be you.
All right.
It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you, Helen. It's gonna be you, Robert.
Packers and Saints.
All right. Another game, bro. You know what I said? How many times have I said this already, Adam? Too many games where there are too many automatic picks. Someone somewhere is going to get upset. And I think it's going to be the Buccaneers. I just want to say that. Anyways, I also
okay.
I think someone somewhere is going to get upset, and that's going to be the Buccaneers. I'm hoping for. Anyways,
I hope so too.
In this game, the Saints versus the Packers, I'm going with the Green Bay Packers all day long.
Same here, my friend.
This is a no-brainer once again.
The Saints is a struggling team this season. Jordan Love, Packers are sitting at, I just had it up a second ago.
Helen gifting 5 Football Nation memberships for the
Rock on. Good job, Helen.
Let's go, Helen.
Let's go.
I love that, dude. Let's go.
Green Bay by 14.5. I don't think they'll cover the spread.
I think they will.
You think they'll beat them by 14.5?
Oh, 100%. I think the Green Bay Packers are going to.
They can.
Dude, the Packers are going to put 34. It's going to be a 34-7 game, and it's just going to be the Green Bay Packers are going to score 4 touchdowns in the first half, and then this game's going to.
It's over. All right, they'll put in the. It'll be a garbage quarter after that.
Maybe. I mean, the Saints are coming in here with Spencer Rattler, right? Like they're not even. They don't have Derek Carr. He's not playing. The Green Bay Packers are at the bottom of the NFC. They've got something to play for. They are sitting in 6th out of 7 available spots right there.
I agree, Chad. Yeah. Everybody on my side saying Packers. I agree 100%. Packers all the way.
Yeah, dude.
It's a no-brainer.
I'm with you guys.
You guys are rock stars.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy. But the Saints will have some bark and a little bit of bite. They do have Alvin Kamara, who they're going to rely on heavily. They're going to rely on. But the Green Bay Packers are just going to. If Jordan Love drops this game, I'll have some serious questions about the Green Bay Packers and their consistency. But they look consistent right now. They look like a solid team. They're 10-4, and they've had to go through the NFC North to get there. So yes, I think this is a solid team. It's not a mirage. It's not an illusion. The Green Bay Packers are here today. The Green Bay Packers will clinch playoffs probably with this win right here. And then that'll be it.
Rock star. I agree, man. Let's go.
All right.
Damn, that is them. Hey, we made it through. And that's the longest we've ever taken, guys.
Has it? Was it?
Yeah. I think that's the longest stream we've had with this.
Huh. Got to stick closer to my timer. Also 16 games, but.
Yeah, 16, no more bye weeks. Hey, it's amazing.
We'll shrink them down. I was trying to go for 5 minutes per slide, guys, so I was kind of pulling it out. But I do appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Thank you for giving us some of your time this Wednesday.
Absolutely.
Again, for those of you who are new to this channel, if you are new watching this live stream, we are doing a $100 giveaway here on Football Nation this week. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new, or you can just click this button that I'm plugging into the chat, and you can go play Pick'ems on your own. So far for Week 16, guys, I'll tell you what, we've only got 46 responses. So last week we had 4 times that, 5 times that. Let's see if we can't put those numbers up.
Let's get it in, guys. My
All
chat,
right, guys.
too. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. And Mario said, yeah, definitely the next stream that we do, we'll try to combine both chats into the monitor so you can see it on both sides. So we can combine and make one big stream for all you guys here so we can all communicate together. Absolutely. So we're going to do our best to be a rock star. Anything,
right,
Mario, you have? Closing?
No, man, I think that's it, man. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate you guys. As always, you're watching Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. Let's effing go, guys. I will see y'all tomorrow night when the Broncos take on the Chargers in SoFi Stadium. This is going to be a Thursday night football match, and I can't wait to see you guys. Love y'all. We'll see y'all soon. It's out, guys.
We'll see you. Love you guys, too. Later, guys.